Hello and welcome to another video with me, Christian Rauchenwald. Today is a very special day. Those of you who follow my previous video should be aware that I took part in the One Funnel Away challenge. And finally today I went to the postal service to pick up the bonus box. And before we're gonna unbox it, which I'm really curious about it, I'm really apparently there's some bonus inside. It wasn't mentioned on the page, so I'm really curious about it. But before I'm gonna open that box, I wanna quickly recapture what the challenge meant for me, like those past 5 weeks of the challenge. If you've watched my backstory video, it's the first episode of my super Clickfunnels vlog. You probably know all of this already, but if you didn't watch it, well, here's a short recap. I used to have quite nice position with a huge European e-commerce company where they at some point asked me if I was willing to work for 50% of the money, and I took the decision, I took the leap of faith to simply decide to focus on my own stuff again. And while for the first 2 months of this year I was building random blogs and stuff like that because I just couldn't come up with a plan that would make money and replace my income, so basically living of savings, yeah. And then I encountered Clickfunnels and the One Funnel Away challenge, and I figured, what the hell, it doesn't really matter. $100 is for some people it's for sure a lot of money, but it's easily spent, you know, on Netflix subscriptions or something else. Cancel your Netflix subscription for a year and you will have paid for the challenge easily. So I took the leap of faith there again. I paid the $100 and I didn't expect much from it, but I was blown away from day number one. And what the challenge really did, it provided me really with a 5-week plan on step by step what to do. And the result of it is multiple finished or close to finished funnels. One of them is the one behind here, which actually promotes the One Funnel Away challenge, because I'm so convinced that this challenge is the best way to start boosting your business or making more money online, or start making money online by actually selling valuable things instead of trying to sell shady stuff. Anyway, so what that challenge did for me, yes, I paid $100 for it, yeah, or 160 considering some bonus stuff and shipping fees, and it was really annoying to even get that package because UPS couldn't provide a tracking number for the Ukrainian postal service. For those of you who didn't know it, I'm currently staying in the Ukraine, and the Ukrainian postal service always referred me back to UPS and so on, until I then decided to contact Clickfunnels, which could provide me with a Ukrainian tracking ID. And although we've already been at our postal service where they told us, no, the package is not here, well, it's been there for 2 weeks already, yeah. And funny enough, we picked it up today, and once we got home, we looked in our mailbox and we saw that today we got the notification that it's there, even though it arrived 2 weeks ago, yeah. So I finally got this package, and yeah, it's finalizing the challenge. I'm glad that I didn't get the package before the challenge, but that I get it now, because today is really the day that I'm putting the finishing touches on this funnel. Actually, I'm just gonna re-record the video that's playing on the page with the box and the content of the box, so people who look at my promotion page know what the challenge is about and what they get. And then that's things going to go live, and I'm sure it's gonna make me some money, and it's gonna help people in doing so. So it's gonna create a win-win situation like it did for me. It's been an amazing 5 weeks. It's been challenging because there's a lot of coaching. It's average 1 hour 15 minutes per day from Monday to Friday on videos to watch, or live videos or live calls. And on top of that, there's always some homework because you have to build stuff as well, of course. So it's been really tough 5 weeks, challenging 5 weeks, but also encouraging 5 weeks, seeing the results of others, seeing that others are also struggling at some points. So it was really a great experience, and I'm probably gonna do the challenge again, to boost my next funnel, for example, simply to have that step-by-step plan, yeah. To have that accountability instead of just, yeah, I'm gonna do it, to have that, okay, today I need to finish this, tomorrow I need to finish that, and I will know after each of those 5 weeks, after each challenge, I will have another funnel ready to launch or very close to being launched, and I just need then to provide organic or paid traffic to it to start making money. And it also, yeah, anyway, that goes too far into that. Let's go to the unboxing. I'm really curious what else is inside there. So let's just get to it. Let's just sealed here with a sticker. There's also an information on it, like text OFA to a certain number to get a bonus. I did that, and I know the number is American, so I did it with +1 in front. But that didn't work for me, unfortunately. But I'm still waiting for the response. I assume I will get it at some point. Sometimes such automated systems take a little bit. But yeah, so let's look inside. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it to you, and you're gonna see there's a little text, and it says your training officially begins now. Well, mine is done now, yeah, but or maybe there's more inside that I didn't do yet, yeah. To each there comes in their lifetime a special moment when they are figuratively tapped on the shoulder and offered the chance to do a very special thing unique to them and fitted to their talents. What a tragedy if that moment finds them unprepared or unqualified for that which could have been their finest hour. A quote from Sir Winston Churchill, which is great, and it applies to all those actually who look at the challenge page and tell themselves, oh, I don't have time for that, or I don't have the $100. In my opinion, I talked to one of my friends, he also said he didn't have the $100, and I just figured, well, if you don't have $100, then you need the challenge even more than I do, yeah? And again, if you lack the $100, find a way, like work overtime, sell something that you don't need anymore, like your Xbox or something, because during the 5 weeks you will not have time to play anyway, and or cancel your Netflix subscription and save it for a year, yeah. Anyway, so then it also contains a letter, yeah, which explains how the affiliate marketing works, which is nice. So for those of you who didn't know, for everybody who signs up through my link, I actually get the $100 that they pay, yeah. So I'm very, very honest and upfront about it, yeah. So I actually already refinanced my first $300 of Clickfunnels, like, because I'm using the big suite of Clickfunnels. There's cheaper versions starting at $19, so don't freak out about that. And also the challenge. So I actually didn't pay for the challenge, and I didn't pay for my first month of Clickfunnels. And once I launch this funnel, and it will make money eventually, I actually didn't pay anything. So I just like put it up front and already got it back. Yeah, so that's what this is about. Really great, yeah. Now then there's a lot of like decoration, yeah. Gonna start here. I assume that should be the MP3 player probably. Let's check it out. And yes, it's the MP3 player, but I mean, you will ask yourself, I'm listening on my phone, who needs an MP3 player? And it contains a booklet. So like, sorry for not showing, here's the MP3 player. Yeah, I'm gonna, too much light, too little light, yeah. It contains a booklet. It's also branded on the back, which is really cool, yeah. And there's some piece of paper, yeah, which just says like the instructions, how to use an MP3 player, yeah, for those of you who are, I don't know, technically not that good. Then, yeah, then there's just some random packaging material inside as well. I'm gonna put that in the rest of the box. So, but if you think like I'm not gonna use an MP3 player, the great thing about this MP3 player, it has like the recording. So let's say the audio, yeah, it's not books, but the audio of one of the first One Funnel Away challenges. So it allows you, while you do your workout, while you ride in your car, to listen to it. So you don't have to sit in front of your computer and watch TV, but you can just listen to it, yeah. I'm just curious, like, how the hell you would charge. Oh, it's USB even, yeah. So probably, I'm gonna try that later. Probably you can also use it for something else or copy down the MP3s. So it's really, really great, and it comes, yeah, in a nice box, yeah. So I don't know how many of you listen to podcasts or ebooks, but it's for me it's really great because, as said, it gives you the possibility to, while you do something else, still train your mind or learn something new or figure something out. Then behind more of this decorational stuff is this nicely packaged but slightly torn book, which we gonna open now. And it has a One Funnel Away sticker. You will probably not be able to see it on the video, yeah, but there's actually One Funnel Away, the logo of the Mission Impossible guy going down. So I'm just gonna, I'm very bad at unpacking stuff. Yeah, I usually rip stuff open. So and it comes with a young Russell Brunson $100 bill. Is it $100? Yeah. Which promotes, again, the affiliate system. So they really rely on word of mouth. Clickfunnels doesn't do a lot of active advertising, I assume, for the challenge. So, and the book is like, it's the written version of the 30 days series, which basically is, how to say it? I've been self-employed for actually all of my life, since I'm like allowed to it. I've only had like minor jobs in between. And most of my friends are employees, which is not bad, but I usually talk to them and they tell me then like, okay, yeah, it's easy for you, but I wouldn't know what to do and blah, blah, blah. And that book here contains like the answers from, I don't know how many, I think it's 30, could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less, but from 30 people who made $1 million with ClickFunnels or more. And they were asked, what would you do if you lose everything? Yeah. So what would you do from day 1 to day 30 to get back? Yeah. So now imagine if successful people were to write you a blueprint saying, okay, on day 1, you, I don't know, go to ClickFunnels and open your account. On day 2, you create your Facebook page. On day 3, you write this email. On day 4, you create this funnel or film this video. So that actually really contains like how 30 successful people would do it again. Like if you don't take anything from the challenge, that book alone gives you so many, not ideas, but blueprints you can just copy. You just follow the instructions and you will have success. It worked for others, so if you follow the instructions precisely, it will work for you. I'm really curious. I love reading. I actually prefer reading ebooks. I'm just gonna, I pick a random page, and you probably will even be able to see it in the video or not, but you see it says day 3 here somewhere. Here it says day 3 on the side here, yeah? So you see it really explains on day 3 and so on, and day 9, day 10, 11, day 13, blah, blah, blah. And then it explains like the funnels. It even shows the conversion rates, so what you should aim for. And if you don't have that conversion rate, you need to check like your sales letter, like the texts on your website and your images and other stuff. So that thing is worth, actually, it's priceless, to be honest. That book alone is really priceless. Like, how many of you know 30 people who already made $1 million in revenue, at least revenue, in online business, and are willing to tell you a 30-day step-by-step instruction guide? Honestly, how many of you? Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of successful people. I know some millionaires, but I don't know 30, and I don't know any of them who would sit down and bother to write me a step-by-step instruction guide. They would give me tips, of course, if they're within my friend, if they are like among my friends, yeah, they are willing to provide me with tips and feedback on what I do, but they're not gonna sit down and tell me, okay, Christian, now you're gonna create, I don't know, the first funnel page, and it should contain this, yeah. So that book alone is worth more than the $100 that you will pay for the challenge once you made up your mind to change your life. And I can't wait to read it. Even though I said I usually read only on my Kindle or Kindle, or however it is pronounced in English. But that I'm gonna read. So yeah, it's gonna be so much dirt. We go on, and the next piece is like the 2 Comma Club coaching. For those of you who don't know what a 2 Comma Club is, the 2 Comma Club, ClickFunnels has a 1 Comma Club. It's like just like a PDF award you get once you've made at least $1,000 with one funnel in revenue. And then there's the 2 Comma Club award, because it's when you have 2 commas in your revenue, meaning you made $1 million with one funnel. And the 2 Comma Club coaching is, yeah, like it's a coaching program. It would be like the next thing to do after the 1 Funnel Away challenge and reading the books of Russell Brunson. And it's, yeah, there's even a further version of it. It's called 2 Comma Club X. It's people who have made 10 millions in one funnel or more in revenue. So it's really, really something worth aiming for, because other people can do it. You can as well. Like, they are also just human. Yeah, they may be better at the moment at managing their time and like maybe in marketing or other things, but that's nothing that you cannot learn. And at the moment, actually, within ClickFunnels, as far as I'm aware of, every day somebody new manages to hit the, at least one person manages to hit the 2 comma club. So it's not impossible. We continue. I would assume the next thing is the workbook, which would be great to have during the challenge, but you actually don't need it during the challenge because you get all the workbook things that you need as PDF, and it actually is better if you don't. So if you get this box before your challenge starts, just do not open it, the workbook. You can open the box but not the workbook, because during the challenge you will get all this workbook stuff day by day, so you will only get what you need, yeah. And with this book in hand, you would be tempted to look what comes next, what comes next, what comes next, yeah. So I also will not start writing in this book. There's a lot of space for notes, but I rather keep this untouched and only use it to look through and then write on other paper, on blank paper. But yeah, you can use this workbook in combination with the MP3 player if you are, I don't know, for some reason don't want to pay for another One Funnel Away challenge, and you can use it to have your own One Funnel Away challenge, but you will lack like the group dynamic and the accountability, but still you would have the workbooks, you would have the materials. There you go. Also, once you participate in the One Funnel Away challenge, they have their own members area, and once you've finished the challenge, you will have lifetime access to the recordings in the members area. You will not have the access anymore to the stuff in the Facebook group, but it's actually the same. It's just like they use different examples because the stuff they do in your Facebook group is live, or most of it, 99% or 95% of it is live, and the stuff in the members area is a recording from a previous challenge. And then we have one more thing, which probably could just be to space everything, because I don't think, maybe there's something inside, probably not. It looks like it's just like to space, and it's also empty, so I'm not gonna break it. Am I gonna break it? Yeah, probably not gonna break it. And this is it, yeah. So yeah, it's actually great. Like, it's really, if you consider, yes, an MP3 player would not cost you $100, but you would not get the content on it that will allow you to build sales income machines, like things that create you constant income without you having to show up at 8 or 9 and go home at 5. And it doesn't, you can buy a book, and you can buy many books on success, and there are some that you really, or on money management, and there are some that you really should read. Yeah, how do I get this below again without all the dirt? But there is no book that you can buy that contains like your blueprints on how to get to $1 million in revenue again from scratch. Yeah. So that said, yeah, I'm gonna put this aside a little, and then I'm gonna clean it up. That said, it's actually, I'm amazed, you know, like I really, for me, this challenge, while 5 weeks ago, while I told my fiance, yeah, she doesn't need to worry, it will work, we will figure it out and stuff like that. I actually, for myself, I already had like, shit, what are we gonna do? Like, this blog doesn't get traffic, that doesn't work. Like, what am I gonna do to like compensate for the loss of income? Yeah, and it's not like a minor loss. I used to get paid $8,000 per month for 8.5. Like, it's paid in euros, so it depends on the conversion rate. Yeah, and now I'm getting paid 0. So it was really like this inner struggle for me, and that challenge like gave me not only the belief that it will work out, but it also provided me with the tools, taught me things about ClickFunnels that I didn't know before. Yeah, so I'm quite good with computers. So for me, I actually expected that the challenge will not teach me anything about marketing and stuff like that, being that I've spent 15 years in e-commerce. But even I was blown away almost every day of the challenge with something I did not know and I've never heard anybody else say. And yeah, and I was also surprised that the challenge also like provides everything for people who have no clue. Like, if you know how to turn on your computer and browse on the internet, that's all you need to know. If you know how to do that and how to use the camera on your phone to make a sales video or whatever, like a blog or vlog video, that's really all you need to know. The rest is like taught throughout the challenge, yeah, or easy to learn by watching 1 or 2 YouTube tutorials. So for me, that challenge really is like it may not seem like it, but it's life-changing. It gave me the freedom. I felt I was free before because I was self-employed. I didn't have regular working hours, but I was always looking. I needed a new client, a new project, and this and that. And then for the last 4 years, I had a CTO position, also with a lot of freedom and stuff like that. But I was also depending on them. I realized that when due to some decisions that I had no influence over, the sales went downwards. The company still made profits, but they still wanted me to work for 50% of the money, and I could not like influence that whole the events that led to that decision. Even if I would have known and could have or would have known better, I would have not been in the position to make the decisions to change it. Yeah, so it really I don't know, that challenge really now provided me true freedom. Yeah, the 5 weeks were hard and it was a lot of work, but and even the next couple of days and weeks for me will be a lot of work because I'm planning to launch a couple of other funnels and follow-up stuff and things like that. But I don't know I don't know about you, but for me it's I rather now really work really hard, yeah, and making my priority number one to get this thing going, to replace my original income. And I do that, if I have to, I'll do that for a year, 2 years, 5 years, yeah. And I'd rather do that than work the next, I don't know, I still would have to work I think 35 or 40 years, yeah. So I think it's 35 or 30, yeah, 30 plus years, yeah. So before keeping or staying dependent on finding clients or taking a regular job, where I would still have to work the next 35 years for a pay I cannot influence, yeah, I may get a small raise or something, and begging for vacations and stuff like that and having no freedom. I rather really work very hard, and if I have to, 7 days a week, 10 hours a day for the next couple of years to build that cash machine further. I don't need to make millions, yeah, I would not say no to them, but I don't need that, but to simply know that through my setup advertising campaigns and setup email campaigns every month, a decent amount of money comes in, so I don't have to worry. And if I want to take a vacation, I just book it and I don't have to check what's the cheapest hotel, yeah. So if you also, if you made it till the end of this video, you're obviously a little curious about what's in the box, what's in the challenge. But if you also want to achieve true freedom, I promise you with all of my heart, in 15 years, dealing with online markets, e-commerce, and every kind of online business, from cryptocurrency to whatever, even roulette bots and shit like that, yeah, at least looking at stuff like that. This is the first product that I saw that over delivers so much. You pay $100 and you get basically the blueprints for your cash printing machine. You just have to fill in the blanks, yeah. So that said, if you didn't take the challenge so far, my link to that page is in the description below. You'll get some amazing bonuses on top of that stuff that I just showed you. And yeah, go there, sign up, and let it change your life like it did mine. Thank you for watching, and till the next time, hopefully.